All right, YouTube, we back, boy. It's been a minute. Damn. It's been a minute. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. Woo! Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. Man, I am sorry to the people that used to listen to the podcast. Damn. I'm sorry for y'all. I'm sorry as hell. I'm sorry. I love y'all. I really do. Wow, this has been a long time coming. A lot has happened in life. I don't even know. It probably has been close to like, it hasn't been half a year, but it might be half a year, bro. It might be half a year. I'm not gonna get into everything. Over time, I'll get into what's changed in my life. You'll see, whatever. But I definitely, I've been out here dating a lot. Trying to make some more money and, always doing the music thing. Dropped the music videos today. But we just gonna get right into it today. Oh my gosh. The topic today is, should your partner be more financially savvy than you? Should your partner make more money than you? And this is a touchy subject, but we about to hug all up on this one. So check this out. Let's start off with the answer to the question. Should your partner make more money than you? Should they spend more? The answer to the question is yes. If you're a man, your partner, the woman, should be making more than you and spending all that money on you during the dating phase. If you're a woman, the man shouldn't have to pay at all. That doesn't make any sense. That's fair. It's fair. Watch this. Because, look, think about it. When y'all settle down, right? It's normally thought as the man, in order to take care of his family. And these are all traditional roles. Stuff's changed now. But, for the most part, you still keep it intact. The man should be, the women want the men to financially provide for them, right? And that's understandable. As a man, I think you should want to do that. That's part of, if you got a family, you got to hold down the fort with what you contributing, right? Your dollars. I mean, that's understandable. Women have the rights of fertility. They they don't have to only be about child caring or child rearing, but at least in the early phase, they gotta carry it. They gotta take care of the health of themselves in order to make sure the well-being of the family is intact, especially the children. So it's understandable that they would expect something in return for that, which is a lot of times finance and security. But this is also why I believe the man shouldn't have to pay a dime while they're dating. Not a damn thing. It's fair. Think about it. Why would he pay for all the stuff, the dates and all that stuff? Why would he pay for that during the dating phase? That makes no sense. Because if it doesn't work out, he just paid for nothing, okay? The woman should prove that she can be financially savvy, okay? During the dating phase, and I might need some chapstick in a sec. Oh, let me go get that. Hold on 1 sec. Sorry about that, niggas. Sorry. During the dating phase, the woman should show me, is she responsible with her finances? Do you understand what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense for the man to come out here and be, what I look like showing her that I can hold her down financially before we don't know if we're going to commit yet. Show me that you can do what you need to do with your money and that you can splurge on me. That way, when things go down, my money is your money when we start a family. Man, I can hold you down. I have no problem with it. But all this hooty-wuddy men should pay the dates, pay for my rent, buy flowers on Valentine's Day. Are you kidding me? That's lame. No, seriously though, like, if a man is caring, he cares about this woman, he's serious about it. If he's really serious, not if he's playing games. I'm not out here making excuses for the players and the manipulators. No, those dudes, ladies, I get why you're apprehensive. Let's kick those to the curb for a second. But if a man is really trying to commit, he shouldn't have to pay a dime. That doesn't make any sense. That makes zero sense. Explain to me how that would make any sense. Okay? Explain to me how that would make any sense. Because you got to have trust, ladies. You know, that's the problem with a lot of you women. You're not trustworthy enough. No, seriously. Like, you have to have trust. He has to have trust that if at any point that he can't hold y'all down financially, you might be able to step in there, right? And the man's mental state, he should always be looking for ways. That's how my dad, at least how my pops did it. Even when he's down, he should always be looking ways to get back up. It's forever. Like, if you really holding your chick down, when you lose your job, or if you get set back a pay raise or something like that, at least until you're elderly, you should always be looking for ways to come up to feed for your family. As a man, that's what I think. That's my personal opinion. Y'all can disagree with that, but like it kind of look, any other type of scenario, it kind of looks a little weak unless, because all right, check this out. There are relationships where women make more than the man. And, I hate to be so binding to just like the traditional gender roles. I know my non-binary and LGBT community are listening and all that stuff. I haven't really been able to tackle y'all relationships yet. I'll get back to y'all. let's stick to the two genders for right now. Okay. So there's relationships when the female makes more than the male. The woman makes more than the man. And a lot of times from what I'm seeing is, ladies, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong here, y'all don't respect no man that make less than y'all. I mean, I've seen certain cases where that's the instance where maybe the dude is a stay-at-home dad. Stay-at-home dad. Actually, I want to be a stay-at-home dad for real. I've seen cases where the dude is a stay-at-home dad and maybe he does housework, he takes care of the kids, and he does, all the logistics around the family while the woman's out being a breadwinner. But like, a lot of times, I mean, the only times I've seen where that's been successful is if the woman was in a previous abusive relationship where the man controlled everything and kind of dogged her out. And she said, "I'll never let a man make more than me again." And I understand that. But like, for the most part, any other time that I've heard about that, any examples of that, she might go with the flow with it, but deep down inside, she's cheating. This woman is cheating on you, nigga. You're in the kitchen making sweet potato pie. She's out at the office getting cream pie. Oh, okay. Now, let's not get graphic. Here. But I'm just saying, you out there, you're cooking lamb chops, and her boss is chopping her lamb. Mary had a little lamb, and it's getting chopped. But look, seriously, like, there's no scenario where women just, I have never met a woman that can respect the dude like that. Like, I have never met a woman where she was like, yo, hey, I want my man to splurge off me forever. Not just for a day. Maybe you might have a few that's really out here. Hey, man, it's on his birthday, or it's an anniversary, or like it's Father's Day. Yeah, you might have that. But I'm talking about like forever. Oh, nigga, please. I ain't never seen that. The mom, she'll change as soon as she gets annoyed. She'll switch up on you in a second. She's sleeping. She's like, you don't ever contribute. You don't contribute nothing. You don't pay these bills. You don't contribute nothing to this household. You don't get to tell me what to do. She'll justify cheating on your butt. Are you kidding me? There's no way. Hold on, I just got a text. Man, you supposed to remind me. Oh, that's Quan. There's no way where there's no scenario where that's something that she wants. You get what I'm saying? I mean, and I hate to go traditional, what's the nature of a man, what's the nature of a woman here, but I mean, can I for just a little bit, just a sec, ladies? I know you're tired of hearing the same old ish. I'm not one of those podcasters that are out here. This is a man. This is what a female should be. You know what I mean? We're not red pilling it. We're not fresh and fitting it. You know what I mean? I'm not here to push and bash women down. Women suck. Women suck. This is why women can't get married. This is why women are baby mamas. No, I'm not all that. However, I will say this, like, I ain't never seen that, bro. Like, a sister, like, if she's working, even with her kids, her own sons and daughters, if she's working and putting bread and food on the table with her money, she's not gonna allow her kids to stay at home. She's gonna be like, no, I'm at work all day and you sitting up here in the house playing video games. No, you gonna have to go get a job. Do something with your life. You know what I mean? That's just not, at least black women. I mean, I mean, I don't know how it is in white families. I don't know how it is with the Latinos. I mean, I don't know. I can assume it's the same. I'm gonna assume it's the same. Ain't nowhere in the world, I don't think, where the woman is like, hey, there's one society in Mongolia, I think it's a matriarchal society, where the women are the leaders and the men are basically insignificant and have to submit and all this stuff. But I don't even know if that's like, I don't even know how that works, because like, it sounds like they're just like, the men are just there for the mating and the women don't talk to them at all. So like, she's like basically single, but they're like having sex. Like, that's how I look at it. I don't know. I mean, maybe I need to go do more research on that. But I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's a good look. Now, back to my first point. In the event that like men understand that they have to be providers, it's kind of like during the dating phase, and this is my opinion, I kind of feel like good men don't get nothing out of like, they get literally nothing out of the early dating phase when it comes to women. Now, abusive and manipulative men or bad boys or like whatever dudes that like douches that like will they have no problem getting off on a woman, or like they're simping, meaning they're just doing a bunch of nice stuff so they can get the sex out of them. When I say good men, I mean good men, like they can control their lust. It's not about just the sex. Like they're genuinely trying to like learn the person and yada yada yada. The douches, yeah, of course they have no problem with providing in the early stages of the relationship, because they expect, hey, I'll take you out to dinner. That means that, you know, it's past 5:00. That means I'm getting some pussy tonight. You know, I mean, we're just gonna keep it completely honest. And the thing that frustrates me as a quote unquote good dude or a nice guy or a nerd or whatever, women allow that constantly, in my opinion. Like, you'll a guy, maybe not me, because I'm a little bit more smoother than the typical square nigga. At least I got personality, nigga. Shit, I mean, I got a little something. I'm not just completely squaring it. I got a little confidence. I mean, I could be kind of funny a little bit. I can kind of stand on business every now and then. I got a nigga side and a nerd side, a peaceful side. You know what I mean? I got a desk job side of me, and then there's the hip hop nigga, you know. But I ain't gonna allow. I'll let her take advantage of me, but I ain't gonna allow her just like flat out disrespect me, like wilding, like tripping. Nah, I have to check. Sometimes you gotta. Excuse me, ladies, I don't like to use this word, but sometimes you gotta check a hoe. But like, in terms of the square dude, like, those type of guys, and even me, I'll put me into that category. It's hard to even get some of y'all on dates, let alone we don't get no second chances. We get one opportunity, and if it don't work out, it's done. You know, it's one and done. And it's because we're nice, and we're not looking like, we don't have no perverted incentive. We really genuinely want to care for somebody, and we want to genuinely fall in love. Them other niggas, they just out to have sex and fuck, right? And I guess like the females let it happen because like it's a transactional relationship. I mean, I don't know. I can't even explain this shit, nigga. like sometimes I feel like I had a girl did tell me that, like, yeah, I allow dudes to like douches to like, excuse my language, I allow douches to fuck me because like I'm just looking for the sex too. So I guess that's cool. But like also too, she also said like she doesn't allow the nice guys to do that. And I'm like, so you allow the person that doesn't care about you to just like have sex with you, but then when a nice guy wants to have sex with you, it's a no? Like, I mean, like, it's your choice. You know, but it's a bad choice because you're choosing to like, you'll give. Man, when it comes to some of these bad boys, man, it's not to be crass, but they throw the pussy at them. I mean, forget throwing it. That pussy, it just jumps out of their plant. It jumps out of their pants. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, like it literally it catapults out of her. It catapults out of the pelvis section and lands in the street nigga's hands. I mean, like, lands on top of the street nigga's dick. I'm like, I don't get it, bro. Like, and like, sometimes I'll be like, it's nature, it's it's estrogen and testosterone. But you know what's crazy about that? What's frustrating about that is like, the assumption is that all nice dudes are square, and that's why a lot of people get mixed up with me sometimes, is because like I'm overly nice. I'll allow people to kind of like take advantage of me because, unfortunately, I also know, well, I'm a decent person. I know in my heart that I choose peace and love over war and violence. But I also know I kind of have anger issues too. So like when I'm at that boiling point, it's not fun for nobody. I don't like that side of me. So like I'm literally allowing you to do something to me because I know what I'll do to you. So like, and people think like, they see the glasses, they see the goofiness, they think I'm square. So like, bruh. Yeah, I don't really like that side of me. I don't even like talking about that. But like, it don't mean that it's not for like a lot of the square dudes. It don't mean that they can't get rah-rah. Like a lot of like square dudes can get rah-rah. They just have so much control because they know where it will go. Like, matter of fact, I know some square dudes that are weirdos, even worse than me, because like I'm like, if he gets upset, I'm honestly afraid not only will he retaliate for whoever's picking on or messing with him, I'm afraid he might bring an AR-15 into the work office. Okay, he might pull a school shooter on us. Like it's like one of those type of like it's one of those type of switches. Like this nigga's he's got genocide on his mind just because Dan kept on making jokes at work. Like I'm like, damn, Julian, calm down, nigga. He's just kidding. He's just picking on you, dog. Don't kill everybody in the building. Damn. Trying to shoot up the whole office. But like, and then what's even jacked up about that too, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Sisters, ladies, y'all be so pressed and it'd be so effortless for those type of the douchebags that to get in your pants and stuff. And y'all be pressed and thirsty because of his energy and his look. That's a lot of times what's wrong with the nerdier dudes. They don't know how to look cool. They don't look presentably cool, or they don't look like they're presentably tough. But the street dudes and the bad boys and the players, they do, right? And the sisters, they eat it up. They're infatuated by it, they gullible by it, and they willing to submit to that. But y'all be so thirsty for them. And when I tell this, and I say this with all honesty, the dick be trash, no homo. I mean, I'm just saying, like, y'all are over here, you putting out, you made this your king, and it wasn't even good. Like, I mean, I think in your mind, you've convinced yourself that because of how tough and his charisma, it was amazing in your mind. But that's all an illusion, because really, y'all seen Superbad? Did you see Superbad? Mick Lovin had the biggest schlong on the whole movie. He was a nerd. It was Mick Lovin. Mick Lovin was out slaying hoes. It's Mick Lovin, nigga. It wasn't the douche. The douche, he's too busy being a douche. He don't know how to, he gonna make you do all the work. You know what I'm saying? Mick Lovin will put it down on you. He'll take he fix his glasses and get like, damn it, Mick Lovin, you're blowing my back out. Oh my gosh, he's slapping those cheeks, nigga. Damn Big Mac hamburger, sandwiching hoes at you. No, I'm dead. But seriously, like, it don't really, the narrative that these bad boys is out here really, slanging it like that, bro. That's cap and it's champ, bro. And a lot of times, the ones that go for the bad boys, they've never had the square dude. And the ones that go for the squares have never had the street. But I done talked to some girls that, well, essentially, I hate to call them what they are, but like the promiscuous ones, the HO, I don't like to use that word. The HOEs, the 304s, there we go. The 304s, who done messed around with all of them. And they'll tell me straight up, yeah, I was feeling the such and such energy, the attitude one's energy. He can dress. He knew he can dress. But really, like, bro over here, he had more to work with. It's just like he ain't know how to use it or how to guide him and stuff. Only thing over here is just a confidence thing over here. You know what I mean? Imagine if they got the confidence up and the security. You know what I'm saying? They got the confidence up. They got the security from having a good job and being a good dude. And they got the emotional complexity. They got the emotional articulation. A lot of like the other dudes can't really articulate their emotions or they're manipulative. You got a winner on this side. You got me. You got me. I'm that guy. Throw it at me. Throw it at me. No, seriously though, so back to let's reround it back to the topic, because we're talking about financial security of the partner here. Your partner should be financially, you should want your partner to be more financially savvy than you are. Men actually, and women. What I say is like, just because, and I stereotype the bad boy versus good boy stuff sometimes. Just because you are where you from or you act how you act doesn't mean you don't know what to do with money. Because a lot of people, criminals know how to do great things with money, but they're just doing evil stuff to get it. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or good people might have all the money in the world, but they making stupid decisions with money. So it's not as simple as just saying like good and bad, good and bad knows how to use money differently. It's not as simple as that. But when I say you should want your partner to be financially savvy, it's for your more financially savvy than you. It's for your security, because you want somebody that be able to handle stuff when stuff goes down. Now, me on one instance, I will say this: like, I don't want to be in any scenario where I can't, where it's out of my hands, where I can't provide for myself, and then if I'm providing for somebody else, I don't want them to have to provide for themselves. You know what I'm saying? If I'm supposed to provide for the family, then I'm supposed to provide for the family, and I want to do that. However, I also am a humble man, and I'm not trying to be blind out here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if she know a better way to do something, oh, you best believe, yeah, go ahead and do it. I have no pride. That's a lot of and that's where a lot of men mess up. The fellas, y'all got the ego thing. The ego thing, it kind of robs y'all from success with the family. Now, I get it robs y'all of success with the family because sisters are really smart and they're organized, sometimes more organized than us, and they got more security and wherewithal to plan and stuff to be financially successful. Now, the men pride thing, and they're smart for this. The practical thing is, like I said, as soon as she starts taking more responsibility, she might stop looking at you as a man. It always happens. They say it won't happen. Women say that it won't happen, but it does. And then she starts looking at her male or her man completely different. It's true. I done seen it happen too. I mean, it's just like they won't be able to respect you. So I get that. I get them not wanting them. Nah, I don't want you to be involved. I got it. You listen to what I say. But, like, we got to get out of the habit of, like, trying to, like, do as I say so type of attitude. Because women are free, men are free. Now, I will say this with women. Women take freedom sometimes too far, where it's like, you can't have that's why a lot of y'all don't have good relationships. Y'all can't keep a committed relationship at all. You suck at it. Is because it's always a competition with your mate. It's always a competition with your partner, and you can't constantly, everybody has to submit. Both parties have to submit in order for a successful relationship. You got to submit to each other. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Like, now we're in an age where women don't want to submit because of the past of how men have abused their power and oppressed them and taken advantage of them. And they're rightfully, honestly, ladies, y'all are rightfully so. Y'all have every right to feel that way. I do not blame you about that at all. Especially when I got family members that were abused. Grandmother was abused, and I understand why y'all don't want to be under no control of no man. I get that. Having said that, in the new age, when there are good dudes that want to build with you and that are not trying to abuse their power, you should want to submit to them. And he, as a man, shouldn't have no ego. Men, gotta get rid of the ego and pride. If your woman's good, you should want to submit to her. Now, I'll explain something to you. I always say this in my podcast. I said this in the previous podcast. I'm a cheater. I'm not a lion or hyena nigga. I have cheater written all over me. I like me a dominant woman. I love me a strong sister. Y'all crazy as hell. Shoot, go ahead, babe. Get it back. Do your thing. Now, when she mess up, I'll be there to carry her. I'll turn on that nigga side. I'll turn on that man side, and I'll pick her up. I ain't gonna let my girl fall. I'd never let that happen. That wouldn't be manly. But I will shoot if she wanna ride out. Let her ride out. What's the matter with her letting her ride out? Man, chill out, relax. Man, I'm serious. Like, they teach us that we supposed to provide and be the protectors and all this stuff. I'm like, from the womb, I'm like, bruh, we don't even know these chicks. We don't know these niggas. Why we gotta be the sacrificial lamb? Let her jump in front of the bus. We don't know these women. No, I'm serious. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with, like, it is nothing wrong with, like, having, like, a woman, like, kind of, like, do the priorities and responsibility while we as men get into we cleanse ourselves, purify ourselves, get our mental health right, get our priorities straight, get our emotional. A lot of men, we have a problem with articulating our emotions, and then some of us are just like, there's some dudes out there that are just like weak dudes. Like you're easily insecure, you get easily offended. You be running to put your hands on females just because she don't do something that you tell her to do, that you say, or you know what I mean, or she talked to a dude and you tripping about it, bro. Get to a space where we ain't got to be so sensitive about that, because that's weak. I don't think that's a good look. Don't let no woman take advantage of you, but don't be like, don't be no hater, bro. Don't be in a relationship, ladies and men, but mainly men I'm talking to on this one. Ladies, sit this one out. Man, don't be out here hating on the chick because she doing better than you. Especially if you're dating her or in a relationship with her. That's corny, bro. That's lame. Okay. Now, ladies, come back in for a second. Men, sit this one out. Ladies, when y'all do well, and I don't think y'all realize this sometime and I'll speak specifically to black women, our sisters sometime. It's good. I'm happy for black women. This is the best era to be a sister. Y'all are beautiful. Have freedom. You're flying. You're going on trips and vacations. Really, you don't need a man. You really don't need a man, independently anyway. I definitely think you need a man for children, because I mean, especially raising young black boys, because I just flat out say it. I don't think, and y'all can be defended about this or not, I don't think y'all know what y'all doing sometimes when it comes to raising black boys, because even if they make it to 18, they got all these emotional issues, or they miss their father, or have neglect issues. Some of y'all don't know what y'all doing. I mean, I think y'all learned, I don't need a man at a young age, and I can be a boy mom and all this stuff y'all be posting on Instagram. Boy mom and mother of a king. And but you don't need a man outside of that. Like I said, outside of my opinion of child rearing, you really don't need a man. And you're successful enough to sustain without one. But don't get to the point where y'all become just like men, where you allow your ego to get the best of you. You don't have to put it in the face of your spouse that you're doing so much better than them, or so. Just be mindful. You don't say. I'm not gonna say like dim your light and not say how well you're doing. You should be happy you're doing well, and you should want to show it. But like sometimes people can't be happy for you. That's what a lot of sisters don't realize, and a lot of people don't realize. If you're doing well and your partner's doing bad, and every time they talk to you, you're up, it's going to make them feel ashamed at their situation. It doesn't matter how you do it. So don't be flaunting in their face everything you're doing, and they can't do anything for themselves. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you got to carry them or hold them up. Whew, that's like adding insult to injury. Yeah, baby, I'll do it for you. You don't have to worry about that. Or what was that movie where Taraji was trying to like make it was a movie with Morris Chestnut and Taraji, and Morris Chestnut didn't have no money, and Taraji is getting the man to use his credit card, and it declined and stuff. Like, don't do that either, okay? Don't embarrass your man either. If he's down with this shit, don't kick the man while he's on the. This man, you knew he ain't have money in his bank account. You gonna have him use his credit card in front of TD Jakes? And his card declined. I'm like, damn. Taraji, you set that man up for failure and you knew it. Oh my gosh, bro. But yeah, so like that's why it is important for you to be financially savvy and your partner to be financially savvy, and y'all gotta be able to get a bag independently without each other, and then get a bag together. That is the best relationship. So at least if things don't work out, finances were never a problem. It wasn't the finance. It wasn't that we didn't have money. We got a divorce, but it wasn't that because we ain't have money. Or it wasn't because we couldn't provide for our family. We did what we had to do to provide. And also, too, I don't want y'all to get materialistic, because I hate, like, this whole transactional era where everything's about how much money you make or how much you can provide. But what I'm saying when I say it wasn't because the money. You want to be able to provide your kids the essentials so they're not struggling and you guys aren't in poverty and you can't get them stuff. I don't like spoil. I hate spoiledness just as much as I hate poverty. That's just me. Like, I don't think kids should have 17 different phones or like a Bentley when they're like just turning 19 because without working for anything, because it produces this weird arrogance because they think that they've been given these things, so they're coddled in a box and they think somehow that people owe them or they're entitled to certain things from people. I don't want my kids to be spoiled. They're gonna have to work for stuff. I do not want that. But I don't want them struggling either. I don't want my kid having to go through to use a dirty bus stop. There's crackheads all around the bus stop. There's gun activity and gunfire on his way to school every morning. He's taking a train. He's got to pass by some of the worst projects in the city, and then he's got to take a train where the conductor is drinking and the train's constantly stopping. It's almost fallen. It's almost got derailed. What is it? Why is this nigga taking the metro? A metro that's barely on the track. Shit. Oh my god. But yeah, so it's got to be a balance, dog. I want my kids. I want them to be secure. I don't want them to be snooty rich brats. I actually want my kids to go to public school, I think, but I want them to be like in AP and IB classes or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to counter it. They can't just be in like the worst public school where niggas are shooting and fighting, and then they got money at home. I want them to be able to go to public school and meet the people of the world, not be down to earth, but then I don't want them completely in all the classes with TT, Ray and Jigaboo. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, hey, shit, I done used my cousin's name. Shit, I don't want them with Bebe's kids. You know what I mean? I want. My son, he can know Jamal. He can know Tyrone, Devontae, Didi, but I don't want him next to him when they're doing gang initiations. He's got to go to AP classes, okay? And then he can chill with them for a little bit after school, but he should be on his way to the bus. He shouldn't be like hanging out with these niggas, okay? Have his shit all jacked up. Like, what? Why is my son trying to become a vice lord? I didn't teach him that. Nigga, you got money. What are you doing in the streets? Oh my god. But yeah, like, yeah, it's got to be a balance. So, financial savviness, it's got to be a two-party thing. It's got to be a two-way streak. You should look for that in a partner for sure. For sure, most definitely. All right, y'all. I think I'm done talking. I done cracked myself up with this one. So a lot's happening though. I'm still out here living. I'm still out here working. I love y'all. I hope y'all are doing well. I really do. I say that with all my heart and soul. 2025 is going to be a crazy year. It's already started off crazy. Rest in peace to all the people that passed yesterday. The plane crash in Potomac and DC. But yeah, y'all hang out there. I got another project on the way. Still work in progress too. We going right back to back. I ain't never rapped like this before, and I'm getting older, so it's like every time I get into the booth, I feel like I probably should get ready to give it up soon. But like I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do this and go out with a bang. And it's crazy. I feel like what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put my hardest, my best work in right before I quit, because I'm thinking, yo, I'm getting too old for this now. It's time to put it aside and retire. And as soon as I do that, that's when my music's gonna blow up. I'm gonna take off. I'm like, damn it, nigga. I've been doing this shit for 10 years. And now you want to now a record deal pops out of nowhere. Nigga, I'm about to start a family. I'm about to retire. Like, I'm done rap. I don't even love it anymore. Now you want to give a nigga a record deal? This nigga pops up with an Interscope contract. He's like, what? You're the perfect candidate for our label. I'm like, oh, are you serious, man? Oh, God. But no, I'm really out here. I'm doing my best, man. I love it. I love this joint. I actually like this girl. I gotta call her. I'm gonna call her on Sunday. I'm in love with this girl that's currently mad with me. Hopefully we pin it all together. Well, she said she wasn't interested in me actually anymore. I was hurt by that. I think she was just saying it in the moment. But I don't know. I gotta figure it out. But like, I think she is the one. I just gotta figure it out if I can execute. It's kind of the reason why it didn't work out so far. Is it was going well. I feel like it's partly me, but it's like also like it's hard out here, man. It's hard out here. That's all I'm gonna say. I think women could get bored. That's what I gotta do. I gotta do a podcast on that one too. We gotta do how people in relationships can be easily ended because people you won't be able to entertain people's fascinations and adventures 24/7. Like I can't, nigga, I can't keep you busy 24/7. Like the only people that keep you busy 24/7 is people that don't have a job and are always into trouble. Like I can't do that. I have to go to work. Sometimes it's got to be boring. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's why I'm out here. I popped out more. I have my little glow up. I'm also gonna do something on that, like my pretty up, like where I feel like I up my swag up a little bit. I went from being, I got a little swag as I went from being a little nerdy. I always could clean up every now and then, but like now I'm really popping out. Like I think I'm glowing a little bit. So I might do a little talk about that for the little square dudes. I could tap into a little cool side. For the square dudes, y'all might have to maneuver a little bit if you want to be presentable and want women to be attracted to you. You're gonna have to change up a little bit. There's got to be compromise. Like you ain't got to change up who you are, but like it's got to be a compromise sometimes. We'll have a conversation about that. And women, y'all gotta compromise too and like change some of y'all ways of thinking. If somebody like has potential, don't go for the nigga that's. Some of y'all out here, if he's sexy enough, you'll date a murderer. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with y'all? If he's good looking enough, she'll date the man that's got rape charges. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with? What is this nigga on? Kind of what daddy raised you, nigga? Who is your daddy, nigga? And did your mama do the same thing? Is your daddy also a murderer? Maybe that's it. Just following in her footsteps. That's all she knows. But yeah. So I'm gonna do some more podcasts on it. And this is podcast number 9, bro. I was supposed to do 10 podcasts. I told myself 10 podcasts in that year, and I didn't. I broke my promise, but that's okay. The milestone is this is the 9th one. I got one more to do. I will have done 10. I'm going to celebrate after I do 10, but I might keep going, and I'm gonna try to be more consistent. So I'm gonna try to get the 10th one at the end of February. So after Valentine's Day. So we'll see how it goes. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I love y'all. Be safe out here. Mike Fulahope Podcast. We out. Till next time. We talk again. See ya. Yes, sir.